Hello, KCP is a drawing, yeah, and every day we have to prepare for it. So from today henceforth, we are going to be revising random questions from the past papers, ranging from 2000 to 2020. So we are going to look at the questions which were done from 2000 to 2020. So we are going to begin with this question for from KCP 2006, which says, what is the value of 1.28978 correct to 3 decimal place? This is question 2 of KCP 2006. So you start by drawing a line where you are told the number of decimal places. So you are told correct to 3 decimal places. Therefore, you draw a line at 1.289. Then, after that, you should round off. After you draw the line where the decimal points places should end, you round off. So you only add 1 here if the number behind the line you have drawn is 5 or more. So because for our case, the number behind the line is 7. Therefore, we are going to add 1 here. We are going to add 1 there, and we are going to have our new number is going to be, this is going to be 0, then 1 here, 9, 2, then 1. So our answer is going to be 1.290 to 3 decimal places. So you start by drawing a line where at the place where you are told the number of decimal places. So if you have told 2 decimal places, then you draw the line at after 8. If you are told 3 decimal places, you draw the line after 9. And therefore, after that, you round off, considering the digit behind the line that you have drawn. So our answer according to that question should be 1.290. That is correct to 3 decimal places. Let us move on to our question number 2, which comes from the KCP 2020, which is question number 6, and it says, that question says, which of the ratio below represents 75%? Which of the ratio below represents 75%? So here you can see this is a percentage. This is a percentage, and therefore, for you to change it to a ratio, you have to put it out of the total percentage, which is 100%. So you are going to say 75% is equals to 75 over 100. We are putting over 100 because total percentage is 100. And therefore, after that, you should simplify. You simplify to get the fraction in the simplest form possible. So you can divide by 25, get 3. 100 divided by 25, you get 4. So as a fraction is 3 over 4, which is 3 quarters. In ratio form, it becomes 3 is to 4. 3 is to 4. So the answer for that question is 3 is to 4. So when you're given a percentage and you are required to write as a ratio, make sure you put it over 100, then simplify to get the fraction in simplest form, then change to ratio. Let us move on to another question. We are going to deal with a question from KCPE 2007. KCPE 2007, which says, KCPE 2007, the question says, by how much is the LCM of 40 and 60 more than the GCD? By how much is the LCM of 40 and 60 more than GCD? So we are going to find GCD, then we find LCM, then we find the difference. Okay, so we start by finding the GCD of 40, GCD of 40 and 60. So we are going to say 40 and then 60 here. Let us see the GCD. So when you are finding the GCD, you divide each number by a common divisor. A common divisor. So the digit that I'm going to write here should be able to divide 40 and 60. Okay, so we start with the smallest, 2. The smallest digit, which is 2. So here you get 20. This is 30. Okay, you can see again 2 can divide 2. This is 10 and this is 15. Okay, the other smallest digit that can divide is 5. So this one is going to be 2. This is 3. Okay, you can see there is no other digit which can divide 2 and then divide 3. Therefore, our GCD becomes 2 times 2 times 5. When you multiply this one, it gives you 20. So the GCD of 40 and 60 is 60. Is 20, sorry, is 20. So we move on to find the LCM. LCM of 40 and 60. So in LCM, you divide all the numbers to completion. You make sure you divide all the every number until it is over, until you get 1. So we start with the 2 again because it's the smallest divisor for that matter. So this is going to be 20. This is going to be 30. We move on 2 again. This is 10. This is 15. Okay, then we proceed 5. We get 2 and we get 3. Proceed again 2 because we are dividing until every number becomes reduces to 1. So this is 1 and this is 3. 3, 1, 1. So we have divided every number to the level of 1. So we say our LCM is going to be 2 times 2 times 5 times 2 times 3, like that. So we multiply together. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 5, 20. 20 times 2, 40. 40 times 3, 120. So our LCM is 120. Our LCM is 120. And you can see the question is asking very clearly, by how much is LCM more than GCD? So when you ask by how much, you should find the difference for that matter. Check the largest number, subtract the smallest number. So this is going to be 120 minus 20. So the answer is supposed to be 100 because the question is asking by how much. In other words, if the LCM is bigger than the GCD, by how much? What is the difference between them? So the difference is 100. So the answer for that question was supposed to be 100. Okay, let us move on. We have another question. Which comes from KCP 2008. KCP 2008. And the question, this is question number 4, which says, what is the square of 6 1/4? What is the square of 6 1/4? So this question, you are supposed to start by changing the mixed number into an improper fraction. So you are going to write 6 1/4. We want to change into an improper fraction. So for us to change an improper fraction, we are going to multiply this denominator by the whole number, that is 6 times 4, then we add 1. Okay, we are going to say 4 times 6, we get 24, then plus 1. So we get 25 over 4. So the question is asking about what is the square. What is the square? So from there, we are going to square means we multiply this fraction by itself. So it is going to be 25 times 25 over 4 times 4, like that. So 25 times 25, you know it is 625. And the 4 times 4, you know is 16. Okay, so we move on with the long division method because you cannot leave your answer as an improper fraction. You all the time leave it in the simplest form possible. So you say 625 divided by 16. 625 divided by 16. Okay, you know very well that 16 times 4 is 64, and this is 62 when we divide our number like that. So you are going to say 16 times 3 to get 48. Okay, you subtract here. You say that is a 12 minus 8. This is 4. Okay, we remain with 5 here. So this is 14 like that. Okay, so we cannot divide 14 by 16. So we drop 5. We drop 5. So it becomes 145. Okay, so we move on. Which is the smallest number that we can multiply with 16 to get an answer which is close to 145? Okay, you know very well that 16 times 5 is 80. Okay, 16 times 6 becomes what? 96. So we can continue adding 16 here. We add 16 here to become this one to become what? This is going to become 112. Okay, so we can add another 16. 16, we get 128. Okay, we add another 16 to see whether 16 here, you're going to get 14. This is 3, 4. So how many times? This was 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 9 times. Okay, so 9 times. So we are going to say 9 times because of 144. Okay, so our answer now becomes what? Our answer becomes it becomes 39 and 1 over 16. So that is our answer, 39 and 1 over 16 when we change to a mixed number. Okay, so we shall continue working out questions from the past KCP papers until we do our KCP. Keep watching.